Hey, bum. Welcome to a very special edition KocoSports AEW Fyter. Did I even spell that right? All day I've been like, is that the right hashtag? Am I spelling that right? Fyter Fest review. We used to do reviews on this show all the time, but then I decided to get 87 jobs, and the reviews have kind of come down to once a week news show. But guess what? We did 3 shows in 3 days, 3 shows in 72 hours. High five, high five, high five. As always, we haven't done this like in 12 years. As always, we ask you win, loss, or tie. What did you think of All Elite Wrestling Fyter Fests? Whew, I'm gonna say it's a win with an asterisk that this might have been the worst show, and it was still pretty fucking amazing. I know it was, but they're just stalling for time. They're putting on great shows. The television deal is coming. We learned a lot more about the company. I just gotta come clean. I am a JR hater, as the kids would say. I never enjoyed JR. I think he's a horrible human being. But with that said, he did an amazing job tonight. JR, much love from you, probably your biggest fucking hater, maybe your only hater. JR is like, man, I hate that fucking Dave. He has no idea who I am. But that's not the point. He did an amazing job. That's the whole point of the story. So overall, I give it a huge win. Leave in the comments if you gave it a win, loss, or a tie. Results are down in a doobly-doo. I am reading the results off. Hold on, not so fast, my fellow friends. I am reading the results off of Cage Side Seats. No affiliate whatsoever. Just it's the first one I Googled. So much love. Andy Paps on the Facebook says it was amazing. And Max, a.k.a. RevTech, says cool. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. So we're getting some early things in, seeing what it's going to be. Here we go. All right, so we're going to rock it. Xavier, go on. Going. Says, sup, Koco? Not much. Just trying to get into the review game, trying to do this whole, YouTube thing, trying to get into it. Bought myself a house. My girl bought me a mic. She bought, basically, I have a girl named Bear Friend, and Bear Friend is just setting up. I'm like, dude, I'd like to get into YouTube again. She's like, hold my fucking beer. We're doing it right this time. Like, for real, Bear Friend? She's like, shut up and go podcast. I'm like, okay, Bear Friend. I get beat by Bear Friend. But still, much love to Bear Friend for setting up. Brand new mic. Impressive? Impressive? I think so. Anyway, it probably picks up everything. So yeah, there you go. What was I saying? Hi, what's up, Xavier? The Sneaker Addict says, welcome back. You know what, Sneaker Addict? I missed you, man. I missed you. I thought of you the other day. You know, as you do. I was cool catching the stream. Yeah, I appreciate it. I teach during the day. I curse at night, teach during the day. And the little kid came up to me and be like, Mr. David, why are your shoes so ugly? Legit story. I go, because they cost me $1. Or as we say here in Japan, 100 yen. So appreciate it, Sneaker Addict. All right, so let's break this down. Overall, I think it's the weakest show in AEW history, and it's still one of the best shows I've seen in America. So there you go. All right, let's break it down right now. The main card was pretty impressive. The main event unsanctioned match was very impressive. The pre-show, I have mixed feelings, and it reminds me of Deadpool. Deadpool can get away with a lot of shit because it makes fun of itself. This felt very Deadpoolish in pro wrestling. Like, it's kind of like, this isn't good. But then they're like, ha, get it? It's not good. And you're like, oh, well, yeah, I guess I get it. I get it. I don't know. It was one of those, it was the weakest part of anything they've ever done in their lives. But they were poking fun at themselves, having a good time. They didn't want to give away, the best shit. I don't know. Main event was awesome. Everything else was okay. See, Cody Rhodes. How fucking awesome is Cody Rhodes? That's where I'm going to disagree with you, Sneaker Addict. The pre-show was a bit rough, but it felt very Deadpoolish. It was like, get it? It sucks. Oh, God. I know that, but AEW, maybe you shouldn't go full Deadpool. Never go full Deadpool. But when you do go full Deadpool, maybe not do it on the free show. There's probably a lot of what we call WWE fans that are like, I know nothing but WWE. Everything else sucks. We make money. Ha 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 ha. And those fans are going to come on and be like, oh, well, it's like Sunday Night Heat with Vince McMahon comedy. Got it. So I got mixed feelings. I didn't hate it as much as some people on the Twitter machine hated it, but it was kind of like, I get it. I get it. It's hilarious. Ha ha ha. And it went on a little too long. But let's talk pre-show, shall we? The pre-show match of the night, the opening match. Best Friends defeat Private Party at SCU. I love all three of these tag teams. Private Party, in my eyes, are really breaking onto the national scene with this type of match. I've seen a couple of their matches, heard tons of online hype, enjoyed them a lot. Best Friends, I enjoyed, but I don't know. I just don't think. I don't know. Okay, Grandpa Coco's coming in. Best Friends. Can we talk like we're best friends? I love you, but I don't think you're living up to your full potential. I don't. I honestly don't. I was like, in New Japan, I'm like, oh, I can't wait for you to live up to your full potential. And now I'm like, AEW, I can't wait to full potential. Like, you're awesome, but you're like that really awesome kid at soccer that doesn't show up to practice. I don't know why I picked fucking soccer out of all sports. I know nothing about soccer. Moving on. You're that really awesome kid at bowling. A horrible example. You're that really awesome kid at hockey. Okay, that takes effort. I love bowling. I'm laughing at my own jokes. I'm so horrible at this podcast gig. But listen, you're that really awesome kid at hockey, but he doesn't show up to practice and fucking mails it in and doesn't fucking try. You're Cooch. You're the Cooch of pro wrestling. No one wants to be the Cooch. God, and my lightning heart is breaking with that joke. Anyone that understands that joke, give me a hug if you ever come to the mean streets of Yokohama. So, yeah. Let's see. This message, E. Collins, why are they blocking your messages? Listen, Google and YouTube, get your shit together and stop blocking fuckers. For real. E. Collins, 320, I want to apologize on behalf of Google and YouTube and a giant evil corporation I have nothing to fucking do with, but I every now and then podcast on their channel. I want to apologize. E. Collins, 320, I demand YouTube and Google to fucking apologize to you. Private Party kicks some serious ass. Private Party's pretty great. This is from Sneaker Addict, seen them versus the Hardys years ago. That's awesome. I've only seen a couple matches. I've enjoyed everything they've done. But I think tonight is a big deal for them to go on national stage. SCU is SCU. I thought this was a great opening match. I enjoyed it. And then you had the two librarians. And it's like, dude, I love Leva Bates. Okay? If I know I'm old and you shouldn't have a crush on someone, but she likes video games. She's cool. She came up through Florida. She high-fived me once. I have a crush on her. But this librarian gimmick, I don't know, man. They're shushing each other. I don't know. I'm just going to pretend I like it. I mean, I like books. I like reading. I wrote a book called Operation Freak Show on Amazon. But with that said, just what the fuck, man? All right, cool. We're making fun of it. Get it? Haha, there's bad gimmicks out there. Get it? Get it? Allie defeats Leva Bates. Overall, enjoyable if it stopped there. But you can't, there's no point to be the Taguchi of AEW. Listen, New Japan, we have Yano. We're done. We're done. We don't need any more fucking comedy. Yano is the top. You don't follow that. You don't follow Yano with Taguchi. Never go full Taguchi. And AEW went full Taguchi. I don't know what the fuck went on. But then we got the CEO, Alex Jebailey. I don't fucking know. Goes against Michael Nakazawa. And you know what? I'm okay with one comedy match. Okay, but you have to choose. You can't go back-to-back comedy. Don't ever go full Deadpool. You can't go back-to-back comedy, ever. Ever. And Nakazawa carried a CEO gamer guy to a non-embarrassing match. Eric Stevens, pro wrestler, said it best on Twitter. Wrestler of the year. He just can't, like, what? Now listen, I've ran thousands of shows, promoted thousands of shows. promoted in Daytona. I've promoted in the Tropicana Field. I have run thousands of shows, and there's a part of my time where most of my income came from pro wrestling. I never fucking once stepped into that goddamn ring because I have too much respect for the fucking business. Too much. Too much fucking respect. Get the fuck out of here with this shit. Yeah, so Nakazawa fucking wins in back-to-back comedy matches. And it's like, what the fuck are we doing? Oh, God. Next, I'm going to go a little out of order just because I'm reading this off Cage Side Seats, and I have the worst memory in the world and forget the order. Yeah, so hello, sorry I'm late. What's up, Jedi Alex? After this, now listen, folks. Jedi Alex, give yourself a Barry Horowitz. I have been super, super passionate. Super, super passionate about twitch.tv/KocoSports. I need you guys to go over there and follow me, all right? Listen. I love you, internet inventory, but Twitch is the future of Dave Koco. Go there. I'm going to play some Madden most likely later, unless people say they want me to play something else. So it was amazing. Brandon gave a thumbs up. Appreciate it, Brandon. Much love. So a lot of people wins. I just patted myself on the back. Ronald Booth, yes, a live review. Yes, a live review. The pre-show, I think, would have did a lot better if there wasn't back-to-back comedy matches. All right, so I'm reading this off Cage Side Seats, so I apologize if the order is messed up, but I do remember the first one. CIMA, who's been a huge fan for a very long time. Glad he's get onto a worldwide stage, an American stage, whatever you want to say, a bigger stage. Defeats Christopher Daniels, and I enjoyed this match. This was the opening match. I really enjoyed it a lot. Riho, I'm gonna maybe go through this fast. There's not much to say. I just enjoyed it. It was a great opening match. Riho defeated Nyla Rose and Yuka. Sakazaki, dude, don't tell Bear Friend, even though she could totally hear me because fucking she's in the next room. Yuka, whoo-wee, how fucking adorable is that little thing? You know what I'm saying? The most adorable little thing I've ever seen. All right. I was really happy that they pulled a huge upset over Nyla Rose, and was interested to see where it goes. Yeah, this to me, I enjoyed this, and it piqued my interest. I think that's where we're going to go with that one. All right. Sometimes a man has to be a man. Sometimes a man has to say when he's right, when he's wrong. Sometimes a man has to stand by an unpopular opinion. Like my unpopular opinion, Jay White should have never been IWGP champion. There, I said it. I'm always going to say it. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if he has 5-star matches for the rest of his fucking life. I don't care if he becomes the greatest IWGP champion of all time. He shouldn't have been champ. I fucking hate JR. There, I fucking hate him. Give him props, though. Tonight was a good night, JR. You're getting a thumbs up from your fucking biggest goddamn hater. Hashtag biggest JR hater. Now, with that said, Hangman Page should not be the first champion. It will ruin the credibility of the AEW title. I am romantic. I believe titles should mean something. I believe I'm the type of guy that I had pro wrestlers beg me when I had to book to lose the title. I was like, no. You got another 6 years in you, kid. I love long title runs. This is the rules. You have to be the best wrestler in the company, or you have to be the most over pro wrestler in the company, or both. All right? Or a little bit of combination. You can't just fucking throw it on some random fucking cowboy. You can't throw it on some fucking random gaijin wearing the leather jacket. No. You have to be the best in the fucking company, the most popular, or fucking both. And popularity could be fucking heels. Like, you go, boo, I fucking hate that fucking son of a bitch. That's okay. But you have to have a fucking reaction. With that said, there's no way Hangman Page should be the first champion. In my eyes, as an over-the-top romantic title fan, Hangman Page being the first champion just means the title's worthless. It's like, oh, okay. If it's Chris Jericho and he has one last title run, it's like, okay, we had a fucking legend. All right, cool. You got some fucking history to it. It's kind of like Inoki of AEW. Got it. Tip my hat to you. Give it to Kenny Omega. But if it's Hangman Page, it's like, oh, okay, well, the title doesn't mean anything. Let's just fucking focus on matches. Don't pull a fucking Just don't do it. I don't think either one of them should be going for the championship. Really. If you go off popularity, I'd say Moxley. If you go off talent, Kenny Omega. If you go off combination of both, Cody Rhodes. There's no fucking way Hangman Page should be in this conversation. Hell, dude. I think he's barely good enough to make this fucking roster. And you're going to fucking lean towards him being the champion? He wasn't even the best one in this fucking match. The fuck? Titles should mean something. We're changing the fucking world. Titles should fucking mean something. The best goddamn wrestler or the most over wrestler should be the fucking champion. You're like, we're going to change pro wrestling. To what? To a shitfest pre-show and fucking champions that don't matter? AEW, get your head out of your ass. I love you. But sometimes Grandpa Koco has to fucking tell you how it is. And I know it's an unpopular opinion. Hangman Page is new. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if I put on a goddamn tights. I'm new. It doesn't mean I should be a goddamn champion. Hangman Page wins, and probably the least entertaining match of the night for one reason. You knew who was going to win. You literally knew who the fuck was going to win. Who went in there going, oh, fucking MJF has a chance. Jimmy Havoc has a chance. Jungle Boy has a chance. It was an enjoyable match. But when you don't fucking push the best talent, he's fucking Roman Reigns. He's John Cena. He's Jay White. What's the fucking difference? There is none. Get your shit together, AEW. I love you. But when I calls it like I sees it. There you go. All right. Overall, I enjoyed it. Jungle Boy. I'm starting to really get behind Jungle Boy. At first, I was like, who the fuck is this kid? 90210 looking motherfucker. And now I'm like, hey, fucking hater grandpa, calm the fuck down. All right, I'm calming down. Hangman Page wins in the fucking obvious of the obvious fucking match. All right, let's see what's going down. Let's see. I'll get on Twitch for you. Good to see you, man. Appreciate it, Juvenile Johnny. The Japanese Yoshi girls look cool. I really want to get to Yoshi Pro Wrestling. Yeah, me too. I live in Japan, so I don't know. Dave, will Queen Taiko ever become a Yoshi Pro Wrestler? Maybe. She's really good at judo and really good at strikes, but I don't think she has the desire to do it, and I don't want to force her. But she's only the only thing. Sorry, I don't mean to cough. The only thing Queen Taiko likes is Nakamura, and now that Nakamura is in WWE, and well, look at WWE. Come on. Who wants their kids to watch WWE? You're a horrible parent if you do that. She loves Nakamura. Even when she does judo and she wins, she says she's the queen of the strong style and yows. And trust me, I don't know if you've ever been to Japan. They take judo pretty fucking seriously, and they are not happy about this half American girl yowing everywhere. But yeah, I don't know. It's up to her. I don't know what I don't want to force her into something that she doesn't want to do. Oh my! On my way home at GameStop. Sup, guys? Hey, appreciate it, RevTech. AW is the shit. Wish I was there. 9 out of 10. Sweet. All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, I wanna say just I really appreciate RevTech. He helped me out a tremendous amount on my Twitch journey. Hangman Page for the first AEW champion. Sure. Then fucking the title means nothing. Literally, the title means nothing. Can you look yourself in the fucking mirror and say he's the best wrestler in that company? Can you look yourself in the mirror and say he's the most over wrestler in the company? Can you look yourself in the mirror after answering those two and still wanting it? Fucking, what's his name? Adam Page? Cowboy Bob Orton Jr.? I'm being a little sarcastic, but yeah, can you look yourself in the eyes and say that title means something? If you can, me and you don't see the same. Me and you don't look eye to eye on titles. But hey, Each their own. I'm all alone. Fucking Hangman. Yay! Hangman's gonna win the fucking title. All right, cool. Fucking, we're gonna give the Jay White rule. Tell me when he fucking loses so I can fucking actually watch some goddamn title matches. All right, Yellow Vest and auditing and cop watching by FEM Media. Damn. That's a long title. Yellow Vest auditing and cop watching by FM Media. FEM Media. Okay, hello. He says hello. Paige is the man. I know I'm in the minority. Here's the thing. Dear YouTubers, dear Twitchers, dear podcasters, let me take a deep breath. Can we stop being bitches? You don't have to have the popular opinion every fucking time. Like, know what pissed me off about Jay White more than anything? There was tons of podcasters, tons of YouTubers that I knew that were friends, that bitched when Jay White beat Tanahashi, saying he's not worthy. Then we lose a couple people. His skills hasn't gone up. I know. Oh, there's a documentary where he ducks an elbow. But here's the thing. All those guys that didn't like Jay White said they did. Why? Is it because you're a pussy? Is it because you're a coward? Is it because you're so worried about subscribers and numbers? You care about how big your audience is that you lose your voice? And what's the point of having an audience? All right. Let's see. If Hangman wins, I guarantee David and I will have the same exact opposite reactions. I actually don't like. They booked themselves in a corner, and I like AEW. I don't mean to bitch. It's just they booked themselves in a corner where no matter who's the first champion, it's kind of disappointing. Jericho, at least you can say legacy. He can be like, I was the first undisputed champ. I was the first this. Plus, Jericho will probably never be champion again. So I think my reaction is going to be like, all right, cool, that's over. Just like this four-way. This four-way could have been amazing. This could have been a 9-star classic. I don't know. I was busy scratching my fucking balls. I already knew the fucking outcome. The fuck is the point? What is the point? There's no point. All right, so I'm going to have to agree. Paige needs to step it up. Thank you, Baraka Mecca. Paige is a good. All right, and then there's a blank. He's good, just not world champion and good. I agree. Yow! Inner peace, Dave. Inner peace. Yeah, I agree. I'm trying to find inner peace and not get angry, but sometimes it's hard about pro wrestling. And here's the thing: I love the fucking show. I'm just a negative asshole. But you know what it is? I love the show, but even I have an unpopular opinion. I'm gonna be the guy that has an unpopular opinion at work who raises their hand. I'm gonna be the guy that fucking has an everyone wants to say something, but they're afraid to. That will fucking speak up. Will that get me 1,000 fucking zillion fucking subscribers? No. But man, how fucking sad would it be to have a giant audience and just say whatever the fuck they wanted you to hear? I'd rather just be unsuccessful. You got some soul searching out there, YouTubers and podcasters. I still disagree with Jay White being champion when he was Dave, just for the record. I understand. Never go 2 Iron Sheiks. Never go 2 comedy matches back to back. Never go 2 Iron Sheiks. Well, literally, there were 2 transitional champions. Embarrassing, I tell you. Embarrassing. I can imagine Paige becoming a mid-card champion and build up to it. I agree. See, me and Barack Mecca over here, we're on the same page. Dave's the guy who's completely honest about streaming HUD until 3 a.m. and is late to his work when his boss wants him to lie. It's so true. I don't know why. No one tells their boss the truth. And when you do, they're fucking shocked. What? Oh, fuck. I love the show too, but it started slow for me. The Street Fighter bit was great. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's go back. I got a little rant, got a little off. Let's move back on the track. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Hangman Page should not be champion. There. Now, surprise of the fucking night. Cody Rhodes versus Darby Allin. Allin? I see. Allin. I knew Cody was going to do something special. And when they started off slow. I was like, oh, fuck, this slow build. And first off, I like the fact that there's only 20 minutes matches. I love the fact that they do basically keep track of records. I love all of that. And the reason I love all of that is because we learned so much about it. Like the tag team that just went out there, the Super Smash Brothers, they're like, hey, we fucked this up. Let's retry it again in a pre-show. And it's like, okay, now it makes sense. But I love the fact that we learned so much about this company without them beating over the head with it. We're like, oh, there's 20-minute matches. Okay, got it. Oh, there's this, there's that, there's that. They did it smoothly instead of fucking like, hey, guys, I'm Michael Cole. Let me read you the script. This was a slow build. And I remember sitting back and going, I love and hate slow build matches where it starts off slow and builds up. I hate those matches because if they don't fucking deliver, you were bored for 10 to 15 minutes. So when I saw it was slow pace, it was a little slow burn, I was like, this better fucking pay off. They're like, 1 minute left. I'm like, this is paying off. This is paying off. I loved the fucking story they told. I loved everything about this fucking match. I truly, truly enjoyed this fucking match. And I was questioning it in the beginning. And Darby fucking Allin, I be honest with you, I think I've seen one or two of your matches on YouTube. I don't hold a gun to my head on that. Maybe I haven't. I've heard of you before. Cody, I love his whole fucking family. Got to work with his whole family. Never got to work with Cody. Just, man, that motherfucker could tell a story. That motherfucker could tell a story. And there was 1 minute left. That shit was real to me. And he did the coffin drop thing on the side of the apron. I know that's a really unpopular thing these days. But, man, I was just, dude, when they were like 1 minute left, they worked you, brother, in the best way possible. In that 1 minute, you're like, this shit's real. This shit's fucking fun. I enjoyed this match tremendously. And you know what? Overall, a lot of people are just giving credit to the main event. I know. I'm thinking the final three matches were all awesome in different ways. Cody Rhodes versus Darby told the story, and it was amazing. Ends in a time limit draw, and then fuck, who comes down and hits him in the head? Shit, this is embarrassing. The wrestler who came down and hit him in the head actually worked for me in ACW. Whoopsie! Basically, one of the FCW guys. Shit, what the fuck's his name? Chat, help me out. Yeah, I got to work with Dusty a lot. Sean Spears, that's the guy. Sean, do you remember me? I used to book you at ACW. I remember you, honestly. I'm such an asshole. Yeah, Sean Spears comes out, hits him with a fucking chair. It was beyond amazing. And it just told a great fucking story that I was hooked into in a good way, you know? And yeah, it's so funny because, like, pro wrestlers that defend their shitty fucking product are like, you worked, you brother. It's like, no, your product's just fucking shitty and I'm disappointed. That's not being worked. Being worked is letting go of being a critical fucking asshole, which I am all the time. Letting go, and just for that fucking small section of your life, it's fucking real. You know, like when you go see the fucking Avengers Endgame again, because we got to beat Avatar, and I'm a child of Thanos, and we beat Avatar. I got off track. But when you go, you know it's not fucking real, but you get caught up. It's called escapism. Like, you know what's so funny? It's pro wrestling's job to create escapism. And then when you create escapism, you're like, you fucking idiot! You enjoyed our product? Ha 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 ha! I don't know. They worked you, brother. Like, yeah, okay. I'm going home disappointed. Really fucking worked for fucking 10 plus years. Got it, guys. Got it. I'm getting fucking depressed watching this shit. Good call. You worked me. No, this is working you. This is my problems went away. Oh, do I still have fucking 50 reports to do? Of course I have 50 reports to do. Do I still have to fucking edit and censor a fucking... I don't want to talk about my book. But do I have shit to do? I do. But when they said 1 fucking minute left, all of that went away. And that is escapism at its highest. And that is being worked the best fucking way possible. That's what the fuck that is. And when an indie wrestler or a podcaster or fucking someone comes by and says, "Oh, you've been worked, brother," because they pretend they're in the fucking business, you could say, "No, I was just disappointed. This is being worked. This is being worked at the fucking highest level. And that's what escapism should be, you fucking idiots." So overall, I thought all three of these final matches were beyond amazing. I'll get to more. I just want to get to some live comments. Let's see. Daniel Withers. Why you blocked Daniel Withers? I'm sorry. Hey, what's up? Just coming in. First day I hear Koco still bitching about Jay White. I can't let it go. I can't let it go. Sometimes when I'm I'm in bed with Bear Friend, aka my girlfriend, and I look up at the sky and I say, "No, Jay White." I'm like, no. Jay White should have never been IWG champion. And she's like, "Can you let it go? It's fucking Valentine's Day." Like, I can't let it go. I can't. Know why it pisses me off? Because so many fucking people that fucking knew it was a bad idea supported it. Because if, God forbid, if you fucking call out your favorite companies, they're going to disappear or something. Or, oh no, I'm going to lose fucking followers. Shame. All right. Yeah, I can't let it go, man. I'm sorry. Time limits in matches are so great. It's an automatic story point, even if the match has no story. I agree. Darby's fall on the ring apron made me fucking cringe. That must have sucked. Yeah. You got to work with Dusty Dave. Yeah. Sean Spears, Dave. Thank you. Baracko Mecca says everything about Cody just worked in the right way. I felt everything the match and the post-match had. I agree. Who had your favorite outfit? Kenny, Matt, or Nick? I love them all. That was amazing. Check your Twitter, Dave. All right. I'm checking out the Twitter machine. All right. Here we go. KocoSports was worked. Yes, I was. Fucking. All right. Let's move on to the next match. How awesome was all the Street Fighter 2 references? It was beyond fucking amazing. Lucha Brothers, and I'm going to slaughter this, the Laredo Kid. You know what I loved about all three of the final matches? All three different styles, all three amazing. I like companies like that. It reminds me of a young ECW. It reminds me of early days TNA. It reminds me of when WCW was at its prime. It reminds me like, okay, there, I just saw a great fucking WWE story-driven match. That's not fair. It's a pro wrestling match. I saw a story-driven pro wrestling match. A little old school, a little bit hardcore. Then you see this luchador over-the-top adrenaline rush, and then you see a fucking hardcore match. Bravo. Never two comedy matches back-to-back. Yeah, so overall, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks defeat the Lucha Brothers and the Laredo Kid. Dude, the moves they were doing were crazy, especially when they were throwing each other over the fucking the ring post. I love that. That's one of my favorite spots in pro wrestling, especially when Ricochet does it and other people do it. If you just fucking throw someone over the ring post, I fucking mark out every time. I don't know why. You know, everyone has their different taste in wrestling moves, but I'm like, holy shit. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's just fucking dangerous as fuck or exciting as fuck. I don't know. It's a combination of everything. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks win. I love the entrance. The entrance was beyond amazing. And next, you got Jon Moxley versus Joey Janela. I don't know much about Joey Janela except what I've seen on social media, and I enjoy him. From one New Jersey guy to another, Moxley, just the life in him. Dude, is anyone else, every time Moxley has an awesome match, does anyone else just hear fucking Seth Rollins being a bitch? Like, has anyone's stock dropped more? For real. It was a great hardcore match. I enjoyed it a lot. The elbow drop off the ladder was amazing. The barbed wire, the tacks, just table after table. It was just a fun, and none of that, but I loved how they said the show is over. The lights went up, that it's an unsanctioned match. I don't know. It just added to the experience. So overall, I really enjoyed this match. And at the end, Kenny Omega ran down after Jon Moxley won to set up their feud. Besides, only a couple nitpicks here. I think it was the worst AEW show, including whatever the one that wasn't AEW, they've ever had. With that said, it's probably still the best around American company and it has tons of potential. And it looks like they're slowly but surely explaining how the shows are going to run. And it's slowly but surely explaining, and they fix mistakes. You know, like the Best Friends and the Super Smash Brothers, they fixed that mistake. You know, I don't know. I enjoy it a lot. Cody is at a whole nother fucking level of storytelling. Kenny Omega is the best bout machine. Young Bucks entertaining. Like to see the Lucha Brothers, Joey Janela, and I think Joey Janela, and maybe CIMA, but I don't know. I live in Japan, but definitely Private Party. I just think a lot of guys like Darby Allin, Joey Janela, Private Party. For me, I know the Japanese guys because I live in Japan, so maybe for others, I think it was such a great blend. Jungle Boy. It was such a great blend of here's new people, we're getting them over, and you know it's great. Never do back-to-back comedy. Just never. If we learn anything, never do back-to-back comedy. And yeah, and I don't think Hangman Page should be the first champion. I know it's an unpopular opinion, but here I'm gonna go back. If I'm wrong, I'll tell you. Like I hate JR with a passion. I thought tonight was JR's best performance since teaming up with Paul Heyman. You know, so I've really enjoyed JR. I enjoyed this show. Overall, I give it a win. And it still got me motivated for the potential of this thing. So I'm going to read some live comments. Then I'm going to head out soon and go to my Twitch. So follow us on the Twitch machine. Let's see. Who had your favorite outfit, Dave? Kenny, Matt, or Nick? I don't know. I like the Young Bucks more, but I'm more of an old school Street Fighter fan. Because here's the rule. All right. Speaking of controversy, speaking of sometimes you have to stand up. Sometimes you have to be a man's man and go against what the world is doing because the world can be wrong. Sometimes you have to change the world. It is not a fucking Street Fighter game if you do not have E Honda. There, I said it. I said it. I feel better. I'm glad I got it off my chest. Fuck Street Fighter 5, 4, 27, 9. You do not have the greatest sumo wrestler of all time, Edwin. That's his fucking name. That's what the E stands for. Edwin. A lot of Japanese guys named Edwin. Edwin Honda. E Honda. You do not have E Honda. It's not a Street Fighter game. Fucking fake. Hashtag fake games. Hashtag fake games. Check your Twitter, Dave. All right. Twitter. I was going to check the Twitter. Tell me what to do. It's okay. At KocoSports was worked. Unless it's not updating, I'm pretty sure you sent me the same thing. When is round 2? I don't know. They've already been on like 27 rounds. I marked out hard when Kenny came out as Akuma. Yeah. Hadouken! Rollins is happy with his cushy job, and yet Moxley looks like he's having the time of his life now. No, Rollins is just a bitch. He got everything he wanted, and he's failing because the company's failing. He's a company man on a failing fucking company, and he wanted to run his fucking mouth and realized he's an idiot. He is the biggest, hashtag biggest bitch of the week. Is that what Japanese death matches are like, Dave? No, man, they get way crazier than that. Especially if you go Big Japan. If you want to see some really good death matches, see Big Japan, and they have like death tournaments and death fights. It gets insane. It gets crazy. It's way worse than that. Yeah. You know, they do have hardcore matches, but man, some of the death match, like you just see, Big Japan, there's other ones, but Big Japan's one that comes to mind. You'll see Big Japan wrestlers, nothing but scars up and down their body. So yeah, it gets a little crazy. Death matches in Japan are way worse. Let me see. Barack. Barack Becca says, Rollins just make an ass out of himself. He didn't have to deal with all the creative frustration. He seems complacent in all that he does these days. Yeah. Well, basically, he was giving the ball, and he's failing, and he's blaming us. That's it. Bottom line. He's either, yeah. I think it's weird that Mox and Joey Janela was unsanctioned, but they had a hardcore match earlier that was sanctioned. Yeah, that's true. I thought it added to the atmosphere, but yeah, I understand what you're saying. But I don't know. I think it maybe went a little bit farther. Yeah, but no, Daniel Withers, I see it. It was a nice atmosphere, but I understand your situation. Yay, Twitch. I request Fire Pro Wrestling, Dave. All right. Zangief, most in Street Fighter. Go ahead, sue me. No way. E-Honda for life. E-Honda for life. All right, seriously, guys, it's a fighter festival. Who is your favorite Street Fighter guy, and who's your favorite Mortal Kombat guy? I'm going to say Sub-Zero and Scorpion, but to me, they're the same fucking guy. Let's be honest. But I don't know. I'm going to say Scorpion. Goes, get over here. And then in Street Fighter, E-Honda. E-Honda for fucking life. E-Honda for life. All right, so yeah. The sad thing is Rollins is actually a really good wrestler. But he just battled off a bunch of stupidity. Yeah. Here's the thing. He might be a good wrestler, but I always ask, what are you doing for me lately? Yep. Rollins, you just know his days at the top is numbered. Yeah. Well, I mean, none of that, but he's obviously not making money. The rating, everything is going down to shitter. So the entertainment and corporate side don't like him. And he's not putting on fucking the matches that he can be putting on. So fucking the fans don't like him. So no one fucking likes this guy. And instead of being like, hey, I got to fucking try more and step up and have pride and honor my job, I know. Let's blame the internet. That's always a good idea. And, saying you're the fucking best is ridiculous. And then saying you're the best and then saying, is there anyone better, is ridiculous. If I said, who's the best Dave Koco? I'm the best Dave Koco. Prove it. There'd be a guy that's like way better than being Dave Koco than me. It's insane. I like E-Honda, but Zangief is my favorite. Mortal Kombat and Sub-Zero for life. Sub-Zero for Mortal Kombat, Blanca for Street Fighter. All right. I see. Sub-Zero is making it. Is there any other company than WWE that hates its own fan base more than WWE? No, probably not. But hopefully that changes. I'm trying to think. But yeah, so there you go. But yeah, so overall, I enjoyed it. Gave it a win. Was it a perfect show? No. Was it an enjoyable show? Yeah. And if you join me on the Twitch machine in about 10 to 20 minutes, I'm going to down this monster. Not a sponsored hashtag, obviously. And then rock some pro res. You guys want Fire Pro? We'll give you Fire Pro. All right. See you on Twitch, Dave. Appreciate it. So like, comment, subscribe. We're trying to do more and more shows. I work a lot of jobs, but we're setting up a studio. When I say I'm setting up a studio, we're setting up a studio. I'm going to be completely honest. It's all Bear Friend and RevTech. All right. I'm just fucking talking into a mic. Matter of fact, Bear Friend has gone beyond even like what I wanted. I was like, yeah, I'd like to soundproof the roof. And she's like, got it. You need a new mic. You need a new chair. You need a new headset. You need lights. I'm like, Bear Friend, I'm not that good. She's like, I got this shit. You'll stream now. And then she beats me. Bear Friend, is that accurate? Bear Friend might be sleeping. Or Bear Friend might have left me. She's like, it's not worth it. None of this is worth it. Anyway, say hi to Bear Friend for me. Will do. They need to quit pushing this Seth Becky relationship. Part of Becky's mystique is wanting to date her. I agree with that. But the only thing is, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't watch WWE. I don't. I can't. I plan on doing more reviews. I'm going to do AEW reviews, New Japan reviews. I'm going to throw in some MLW because it's short, and maybe NXT. That's what I'm going to review, and then we're going to do news. I think that's the future of this channel. And then maybe we'll do live shows on Twitch and come back here, but I'm not sure. And I'm also going to focus on streaming at least once or twice a day. So, Bear Friend, Jedi Alex says hi. Bear Friend might have really left me. All right. Well, like, comment, subscribe to see if my girlfriend left me. I'm off to Twitch. Much love. I quit watching a month ago, even the pay-per-views. Yeah, here's the thing. I got divorced, started like doing 800 different jobs, stopped watching it, didn't enjoy it. Then came back and I was just like, dude, this fucking sucks. And then it was just long. Like once you stop watching, it's almost impossible to get back into it. Like it is. I tried to watch WrestleMania. I mean, not Wrestle. I watched WrestleMania. It took me, I think, 6.5 days to watch WrestleMania. And the only thing I could say about WrestleMania, it was long and average. I was like, I just watched this fucking 8-hour event. And I'm going to fucking come on here and be like, win, loss, or tie. What's my opinion? It was long and average. That's it. That's literally what do you want me to say? And then the Royal Rumble, God, I fell asleep every time in the first match. I put it on network. I'm like, okay, I grew up a WCW fan. I grew up an ECW fan, an NWA fan. Hey, I like New Japan. But you know what? Even though I like everything that's not WWE, I always love the Royal Rumble. Sit back, boys. Gotta watch. Come on, Shane McMahon. This is what the fuck. Oh, God. It's long and average. That's what Bear Friend says. She never mentions it's long or average. Thanks for the stream. Catch you next time. Appreciate it, Ronald Booth. All right. So yeah. I just maybe I'll watch it, but probably not. But I'm gonna slowly but surely get back into podcasting. I'm super excited for the G1 and super excited for AEW. And yeah, that's about it. We did 3 shows in 72 hours. I know we used to do 5 shows a day, but you know what? I'm old, and wrestling's not that good. AEW, I enjoyed. New Japan, I enjoy when you know who's not champ. All right, I'm going to go check if my girlfriend's alive, and then I'm going to stream in a couple minutes. So everyone, like, comment, subscribe here, but more importantly, follow me on the Twitch machine. Link down below, twitch.tv/KocoSports. We'll be streaming some Fire Pro in about I would say 15 minutes. 15 minutes max. We'll be there. So please check it out. And then we'll be streaming some Madden. And then every day I try to stream, except Monday I'm not going to stream because I'm going to see the new Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Oh, I'm so pumped up. Dude, I came out Friday and I still haven't seen it yet. I feel like this is the first time in forever because we go on a double date to watch movies and they were busy. So this is the first time that I have not watched a Marvel movie opening night in Japan in years. So yeah, and usually Japan gets it like 9 years late. We were actually, us in China were the first ones to get the Spider-Man. Anyway, yeah, AEW, Spider-Man, thumbs up, twitch.tv, Operation Freak Show on Amazon, KocoSports.net. Jerry's been working hard on that. And with that, I am over. Ba-na-na-na-na-na.